Good afternoon, everybody. Good evening, whatever time you're watching this. I hope everyone has had a beautiful day and week. It's been super beautiful out these last few days, so I've been trying to take full advantage, getting my daily dose of sun absorption and nature communion. There's a lot going on in the world, and a lot of people are feeling it on an individual level. I don't know if everyone's heard, but we have a mini moon coming in to our solar system that'll be orbiting Earth. And the energy of that second moon, though mini, is going to have a deep, profound effect upon individuals everywhere. And I think they say that it'll be fully here on the 30th, but the energies of it are being felt now already. I know I was able to feel the energies of it before I connected what it was, and then it all made sense. It's important to know, what does our moon now do for us spiritually? What effects does it have on us as beings already? As we know, the moon affects the tides, it affects women's menstrual cycles. If we're made of mostly water, then of course it should logically have some effect on the human body. Cops, hospitals say on the night of a full moon, activity is way up. My point being is that there's a lot of stories around the moon. A lot of cultures have reverence for the moon. Ancient peoples have had reverence for the moon. And till this day, people have practices that involve the moon, Mother Moon. The moon represents our subconscious. The moon represents our feminine energies. So when the full moon is at its peak, our feminine energies are usually at its peak, meaning your ability to receive information, your ability to feel emotions. Your emotions are tied to the feminine aspect. Your right brain represents the feminine aspect. Your left brain represents the logical masculine aspect. Your logic comes from your left brain. Your imagination, your intuitiveness, your creativity, your ability to tap in to other realms, because that is specifically tied to your ability to use your imagination. It is intertwined. All of that is affected by the moon. So that also means that when the moon is at its peak, people feel more emotional. Their emotional faculties are heightened. Hence why they say some people are more crazy on a full moon. The energy amplifies, not the energy, the moon amplifies and sends out energies of the negative aspect. Negative not meaning bad, but yin and yang. Yin being the dark. That energy is amplified, and depending on where you're at vibrationally and frequentially, you can either use that energy for the evolution of yourself or allow it to affect you in a way that may not be what you want. Meaning having the inability to have emotional groundedness, emotional stability. When people allow their emotions to run their life, it's usually filled with anxiety, fear, and panic, stress, maybe anger. So during these times, you may not have such a tight grasp on the way your feelings and emotions try to express. You see, the moon already has this effect on an individual. So with this mini moon coming in, it's basically going to amplify that. And for a lot of people that are not grounded at this time, grounded to earth, grounded within their center, they're going to feel this emotionally. And when you're acting through your emotions and the emotions are low vibrational, you attract low vibrational circumstances. So it'll look to many in their lives that things are hectic, and they'll naturally go towards thinking they are the victim. Why are all these things happening to me? But when you become aware of what is happening, you ground within, you lift your energy through your center, you connect with Mother Earth, Father Sun, and have reverence for Mother Moon. You can use what is coming through to your advantage, because yes, at this time, it's going to bring up a lot of the dark aspects of society and the dark aspects of yourself. The moon represents the negative, the dark, not in a way of bad, but it's just energy. So at this time, it's going to bring to the forefront what you have kept in the shadow, internally and collectively. So it's going to seem and look to some that everything in the world is going crazy and that your life is falling apart. But the shadow has to be acknowledged so it can be healed, so that it can be moved past, so that you can unlock something deeper within yourself. We all have traumas within us that we may not even be aware of, that are having an effect on our daily life every single day. You cannot stop or combat something that you have no awareness of within you. Once you become aware of something, it loses its power over you. You can't unsee what is seen. So when you become aware of this, you use this time, use this energy for these things coming up in your life to be healed, for love to be poured upon, for you to go within, connect with your higher self, bring light upon these situations. See the thing in it that was meant to teach you something. See what in it is meant to bring out something within you. Maybe looking back at a circumstance or situation with love, you can see how it was meant to bring out the feeling and vibration of compassion within you, of unconditional love, loving a person or thing unconditionally, no matter what they do or what they give. Maybe it was to unfurl the vibration of gratitude. Maybe it was for you to see how your actions, behaviors, and vibration could have led to a circumstance. Now, not all things are because of us. Sometimes it's in our life plan. Sometimes we contract and sign up for an experience in life to unlock something or to experience something for a deeper state of growth, introspection, and evolution. This is why in the past I've talked about how every person you think is your enemy isn't really your enemy. Same thing with situations. Some situations, traumas, big events in our life, we planned in order to awaken something within us. And when you view circumstances from this way, instead of saying, this happened to me, so that's why I can't do this, that's why I'm afraid of that, that's why I have this fear and that fear, or have judgment towards this person or type of people. At a certain point, that may help you. That may help you live with whatever circumstance happened. But it gets to a point where playing the victim and putting it on others is not going to suffice in your growth and healing. Take ownership of whatever it is that comes up in your life at this time. Whether you can see it as it being your fault or your doing or not, it doesn't matter. Take ownership in your part of it. Have compassion for yourself. Give yourself love and say that it is okay that we experienced this. It doesn't define who I am. It doesn't define what I'm meant to do in this world. Because you can choose at any time to act differently. Act according to what your soul and your higher self is trying to express through you. What your God and the values that you feel your God wants you to embody is. Use this time as a time of deep introspection. Energies are amplified, the veil is thin. So your ancestors, past loved ones, your guidance, any and all beings that may be here for your highest good, their messages will be amplified and able to be received by you more easily. You see, they can always hear your call. They can always hear your message. But usually when we call out to our guidance, most people are in such a distraught space within, stressed, anxiety, panicked, whatever it may be, that they're actually blocking the message from being able to come through to them. They're blocking the blessing from being able to manifest in their life because of the vibration they're emanating. They're always trying to reach out to you, and your prayers and whatever you want to call it is always heard. The veil is thinner. Give yourself time to be still, be silent, and go within. If it's too hard to do that just by sitting, draw. Allow your mind to be cleared by what you are drawing. Go on a bike ride, go on a walk. Try not to have music or headphones playing. If you have to, play some high vibrational frequencies, 528, 432. Listen to some binaural beats. For some, it's easiest to get the connection by writing. Ask a question and write as much as you can. Don't worry about, is this coming from me or not? Write gibberish if you have to until a message starts to come through. Sometimes you don't even realize a message is coming through until you're done and you read it. Find your way of connecting. Ask for help from the universe, from nature, to help you ground and process and heal these certain traumas that are coming up, or these relationships you're finding out aren't suiting you anymore or benefiting you in any way. Parts of your life where you're giving more to something than you are receiving are going to start becoming more known to you. You're going to start feeling sensations in your body. You may start to see things out the corner of your eye. I'm telling you that you are not crazy. And as long as you are grounded to earth, grounded in your center, having a practice of presence and being, then you will be able to live your normal life and have discernment of what is for your highest good and what isn't, what is real and what is not, if anything's real. You see, when you are aware of these times, the second moon amplifying our normal moon can be to your benefit and unlocking and using your intuition, your psychic gifts, giving the sacred yes to yourself and to the universe. What is the sacred yes? The yes is the yes to unlocking and unfolding what is trying to come through. Saying yes to what is trying to unfold as you at this time. Saying yes to the presence of the one almighty, the presence of the universe, to flow in and express here as you. The universe, earth, the creator is all already you, within you. It pumps through every cell of your body, every vein. The life force itself is the same life force that makes up every single thing in this universe, seen and unseen, known and unknown. Give your sacred yes for your higher self to embody as you. Give it a chance. If at this time you want to awaken to something greater within yourself, set your intention. Try to have some bit of faith. Say, yes, I allow my awakening to happen. I allow what is trying to come through me to express when it is in benefit of my highest good and the highest good of all. I allow the love and light of the one infinite creator to come here and express as me. I allow the guidance of my ancestors, my angels and guides, and all beings here for my highest good to be known to me. Yes, I give the sacred yes. And have discernment. Just like there's beings here in the physical that don't have your highest good in mind, there are beings in the non-physical that don't have your highest good in mind. But just like how we have many beings, most beings here are not bad and evil. Maybe the news and society and social media would like you to believe that a certain group of people are all bad, or that you have to be safe out here. You do have to be safe out here. Have discernment. Know that you are safe and protected. But most people you come across on the streets, they want to do what they need to do and get back home to their families. Most people on the streets, if you needed help, if they were able, I'm sure they'd help you in some way. Most people, if you dropped your wallet, would pick it up and say, "Sir, ma'am, you dropped this." There is a lot of good here, and it won't seem that way for what's to come. This new second moon is going to be here for about 50 days or so, till mid-November, around times of elections, and it's going to create a lot of the dark and what's hidden to come up. And the next few years may not look so good. And that's why it is most important now, more than ever, to allow the shadow and what's hidden within you to be processed, loved, brought to light, healed. Allow the wisdom from the circumstance to be downloaded into you. When you heal, you gain the wisdom without the emotional attachment. You see a lot of this shadow work. Now is the time to process this shadow work. Is the exact key to awakening. The more you heal these shadow aspects of yourself, the more you see how the traumas and programmings have shaped your personality today, the more you can release it, heal it, love it, and allow more of who you really are to come and express and then come to light and be as you are. It's a beautiful time because this time is going to lead to great change. But don't worry about what's to come. Elect your own self in your own life at this time. And do everything you can to see through the eyes of unconditional love. Do what you can to see through the eyes of peace. When you see through the eyes of separation, when you see through the eyes of fear, that's what you get in return. In order to see peace and change and love in this world, you have to see through the eyes of peace, love, and change and gratitude. The more you do that, the more you go within, the more you will be able to receive these energies and these changes and use it for the evolution of your own growth and soul. But you're not alone in doing this. All may not have people in support in the physical, friends and family that they can depend on, go to. And that is okay. If you do, that is amazing. And you're very fortunate. But do not be afraid to call upon the help that is all around you. If you make it known that you want to attract people in your life that are on a path of growth, evolution, love, watch the opportunities come to you. That may be in the form of going to a group, a book club, a meditation circle. Who knows? You may be out in nature chilling, and someone else happens to come and chill in that same area for existence, not existence. For example, this area I'm at, maybe I'd be here chilling, and someone else happens to come along and meditate and absorb energy too. You never know how the people that are meant to be in your life will come in. But this is a time where setting your intention, knowing what you want, and letting go of the old so the new may come in is most important. I love you all so much. I'm excited for the change to come. I'm not excited for the suffering and the pain that individuals will have to endure. The one thing that can make me the most sad is seeing people struggle and them not knowing the potential they hold within. And I understand everyone has their own path in this life. Maybe some people, their soul, their higher selves wanted and needed the experience of struggle in this lifetime so that they can learn how to be resilient. If you came here to learn unconditional love, you may experience not true love over and over and over so that you may learn what unconditional love is. At this time, the thing that you do not want to do the most, if you know it's going to be for your highest good, is probably exactly what you need to do. The things that maybe you don't want to consciously admit that you know aren't serving you, maybe that's just going to bed 30 minutes earlier. Maybe that's not eating certain foods or any food past a certain time. Maybe it's giving your energy to a relationship or person that is not reciprocating. Maybe it's not standing up or speaking up to a certain individual in your life. Or maybe it's just staying in a comfortable position, work life, living. Maybe you're not being proactive or trying new things enough. It may come in many different forms, but the things that are not serving you at this time, now, using this amplified energy is the time to heal and let these things go. Because if you don't, these exact things are what is going to bring up all the pain, anxiety, depression, strife up in your life. People that are know and aware and are willing to try and do these things and go within, they're going to be able to benefit from this. The second moon's going to be a blessing. They're going to evolve so much. They're going to be able to go within and go into deeper states of consciousness. Their psychic abilities are going to awaken. Their third eye is going to open more. Their intuitive abilities are going to awaken. People are going to be able to start channeling better. People are going to be able to start moving energy, chi, Reiki, whatever you want to call it, through their body more. People are going to awaken their healing gifts. You see, the second moon can bring out many beautiful aspects of you within. But if you are not working through the shadow aspects of yourself, then it's going to do all the opposite. It's going to make people feel like they're going crazy. It's going to make people have anxiety, people feeling overwhelmed, depressed. People are going to have more outbursts, unable to control their feelings and emotions. People are going to become more hyper vigilant. And that is not the message that I want this video to be about, but it is very important that you become aware of the times we're in and the energetic shifts that are taking place. I say this all the time, but everything is about polarity. So the second Minnie Moon, as great and as good of all the things that it can bring for individuals and on a collective level, it can bring just as negative things too. But it's up for you to decide. It's up to you to become more conscious in your life. Expand your awareness, become more conscious, set your intention more, and do what you can to be unconditionally loving. You don't have to be high vibrational every day. We're human. We have ups and downs, of course. But when you expand your conscious, you expand your awareness, you have more realizations within yourself, learn more things. Yes, gaining knowledge is important, but it doesn't give you realizations of circumstances in life. So you have to learn the knowledge so you can become aware, because you don't know what you don't know. But then you have to go implement and use the knowledge you learn so that you can have a realization of it, so that it becomes a tool within you. When you expand your awareness and you expand your consciousness, that raises your frequency. And your frequency stays the same. It expands more, but your frequency stays the same because the awareness and the wisdom that you've accrued doesn't change, you see. So you can have a low vibrational day, but your frequency will still support you. But the more you keep your vibration high, the more you expand your awareness, you unlock realizations within yourself, the more your frequency raises, the more your frequency expands, the higher your frequency gets. And then that way, when you have a low vibrational day, hour, your overall frequency is not changed. So your frequency will still combat negative energies around you, negative things that are trying to attach to you, other things that would bring your vibration down is naturally combated because your frequency is high, even if you're not able to maintain a high vibration at that time. This is a time of great change, and this is a time of choice. What are you going to choose? To take your life into your own hands, to grow, or to be a victim to circumstances? I love you all so much. Life is beautiful. Circumstances may seem like they're not ideal. Circumstances may be rough, but life itself is beautiful. And I'm so happy and joyous to be living here at this time. You know, I learn a lot from these messages and videos as well. I rewatch all of my videos. Sometimes I watch them a couple times or come back later. When I first started making these, I thought that I was doing it for the benefit of others. I thought that I was helping others in a way because I already knew the stuff. And it doesn't even seem like that long ago. I wasn't in my mind, I wasn't like egotistical about it in any way or anything like that. I was more along the lines of, I know it's helped me, so I want to help others do the same. But the more I grow, the more I evolve and my own ability to align with my higher self, the more I realize that these videos are helping me evolve probably more than it may help you. And I hope and I command that this helps as many people as possible. That's my ultimate goal. But now I realize that this is ultimately to help my own soul expand as well. So I love you all so much, and I'm so grateful for you. I command peace, love, and blessings into your life. I command the seeds that need to be planted in order for new life and ideas to spurt and grow are planted within you. Radical peace, love, and blessings, everyone. Peace.